Last week, Ali and I got our flu shots here in Zihuatanejo. And for anyone that lives here or is thinking of living here, you've probably thought about what you would do if you got sick or injured at some point. Health insurance is confusing in the United States, and it's confusing here too. That could be my fault because I do get confused easily. So I'll try to keep this brief as I give a little bit of insight into your options and how health care works in Mexico and how it relates to the US and Canada. Most employed Americans have private insurance. So if you continue to work while you're in Mexico, whether you're covered or not, really depends on your policy that you have with your employer. Ali and I have Obamacare, and it works fine enough while we're in the United States, but it doesn't help us at all while we're here in Mexico. And the same for anyone who has Medicare. You're not covered outside of the United States. With our coverage, we at least have access 24 hours a day to a nurse hotline. Back in the States, we've never used that, but I guess if we had no idea what to do and we were sick, that this would be our only option since we're 3,000 miles away from our doctor's office in Washington. I know nothing about Canada's healthcare system, but I do think it really covers very little as well here in Mexico or outside of Canada. It's maybe like $50 to $100 a day is what I read, but I also believe that if you are living outside of Canada for more than 6 or 8 months, then your coverage in Canada can be canceled. So in Mexico, they do have universal health care here as well, and permanent residents are eligible. It doesn't cover any pre-existing conditions, and it's pretty bare bones from what I understand, as the system's a bit overwhelmed. But it's affordable. It's like $350 to $750 US per year, and there are no deductibles if you have to see a doctor or go to the hospital. If you live here full time and want a proper health insurance policy with access to private hospitals, then there are insurers that cater to expats. One particular insurer that I've dealt with before is called We Expats. Insurance with them will go something like this. Your annual premium may be $1,500 or $2,000. You'll be responsible for the first $1,000 in medical expenses in the year that you paid that premium for, and then they'll cover 100% of the expenses after that. The benefit of paying for this is that you can go to the private hospitals, the best hospitals, and you're covered if something catastrophic happens. Compared to the United States and probably Canada as well, most semi-minor health issues are fairly inexpensive. A visit to the doctor usually costs $10 to $50. I've gotten steroid shots here, and we didn't pay anything for the flu shot. They didn't even ask us for anything. So again, it's pretty inexpensive, and even something like a broken arm may cost just a couple $100. And if you do have a minor emergency surgery, something like needing your appendix removed, I think that's only maybe a couple $1,000s. So it's all a bit of a math problem when choosing your insurance or choosing whether you want to have insurance while you're down here. If you're only here for a few weeks or a couple months, then there are a few good options for that. There are companies set up for just temporary, like nomad insurance. We've used Safety Wing before, and usually it's like $40, $50 for 2 or 3 weeks, and it essentially covers your hospital visit if you're seriously injured, or offers emergency medical evacuation among some other coverage options. They even cover like lost baggage and trip delay insurance and stuff like that. So if you have good insurance at home, then this is another good way to go for you. I'll include some links to some of these sites: the Mexican government's Universal Healthcare Program sign-up page, the We Expats insurance page, as well as Safety Wing below. So if you're interested in reading more into those. Anyway, hope this gives you a little bit of insight into your options here, and thanks for watching. Talk soon.